Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome to the Mothership. Let's see what our messages are for today. The heart of the reading today, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the King of Swords reversed. So there may be some miscommunication, or somebody may also be holding back expressing themselves. And this seems to be a lack of balance within one's own thoughts and emotions. Because there's been kind of, I'm hearing the word stronghold, but I'm sensing that there's been a little bit of like self-imprisonment energy, and this is all kind of that mental trapping or even stuck emotions. This is kind of not being able to tap into your passion and your action, maybe because of self-limiting thoughts, for example, or just different ways in which we hold ourselves back, feeling like we're really kind of trapped behind a wall of defense, or even just not having clarity and illumination. So this can be kind of undoing, untangling. I'm getting the sense of like even mending certain things within the self. So this is all about coming to that place of understanding as well, that you aren't trapped and that you do have your full potential and your full power available in every moment. So this is the true transformation work. If you're new to these readings, I would suggest you check the description box below for the Twinflame Union program. This is where you can begin to deprogram yourself and really get to that like satiating inner healing. This is where you'll begin to remove those negative places where you're conditioned or stuck or limited, so that you can really expand yourself and be your authentic self. For the Divine Feminine energy today, we have Queen of Pentacles, the Star, the Lovers, and the Fool reverse. So this is some big energy. There's been a lot of planetary shifts as well, and this is a place where you're getting more into your own nature, your own gifts, your own talents. Some of you may have a renewed hope, especially within your love connections. Maybe this is also in reference to just your twin flame path in general. Because you are really in that place of security and stability, and this is a place that you've built for yourself. So there's a sense of having what you need, a sense of accomplishment I'm hearing, and just feeling like okay, feeling proud. You've come to that place where you've been working on your self-esteem perhaps and your confidence, and you're creating that union within yourself. So this is a great achievement, and this is you getting connected into your own starry nature. You might also be opening up to more awareness of your star family, your galactic heritage, even being connected in through your familial and ancestral DNA and different karmic timelines, the whole shebang. So this is where you're beginning to understand your place in the great cosmos, understand your multidimensionality, and beginning to understand more about why you chose this particular time of incarnation and what your earth walk is all about. Some of you, this is a transitory time. So you are working on your healing, no doubt, but this is where you have to remember that you're in transition. Some of you maybe have been going through towers and just really kind of like riding the storm. And remember that when you're doing this type of inner healing work, you really need to take that integration time. This is a time where you just remember that you're in between. And I'm also hearing something about like when you're riding the storm, I'm seeing a wake. So I don't mean awake as in like a funeral, I mean awake on like an ocean or behind a boat or something like that. Um, but remember that there is a ripple effect, especially when you cut your own path and you begin really channeling your momentum in a certain direction. This will affect others. This will affect the great scheme of things, if you will. So for some of you, this is time to continue. And even if you don't know exactly where you're going right now, this is kind of the beginning of a brand new start. Or maybe this fresh start is on the horizon. Some of you, I feel, might have a little bit more inner work to do as far as just all the towers that have been happening for people recently before you can really get started. But you might be feeling it already. You might be feeling this new chapter opening. For some of you, this can be a place of resistance. I would encourage you to get out of your comfort zone. I personally had to take the podship out and just go on a little adventure today. And that's the energy of the Fool. That's just going into the unknown, you know. Like my guidance team told me where I was going, and I asked them why, but they wouldn't say why, which is pretty common. And I always ask psychically before I go to places that I don't know why I'm going there, and I'll receive information. I was shown how the route would look on the map. But when I was actually heading out from our place, they gave me little signs along the way that just said, yeah, we're going to tell you, just keep going, but it's really moment by moment. This is relative, that's why I'm sharing this, but when I arrived at the place they told me we were going to, again, it's about the journey. And this is the Fool's journey. This is why we understand things from the tarot. Because we're all at that place in our journey where we do have to trust. And I ended up going to this amazing, beautiful place today that I didn't know existed. And at the same time, I did have to look at the GPS when I was leaving because I didn't know where we were. But I arrived at this beautiful, serene lake, and it was just phenomenal weather. There were good people. It was amazing, So it's really about trusting and following the energy sometimes, doing what you need to do for yourself, and taking those necessary steps along the journey. When I did actually look at the GPS today, I noticed the route that we had traveled, like when I was putting in my home address to get back, it was exactly what I had been shown psychically, although I didn't use the GPS the whole day until I had to go back. So, it's about trusting what your team says. It's about trusting your own intuition, your inner guidance, and going out into the unknown. That's the energy of the Fool. So it's good to embrace that. And if you're not able to just, go on an adventure or something, I always recommend just kind of just shaking up your schedule, changing things around, doing something that you're even a little bit uncomfortable with, and it will bring you that new breakthrough. So this is about embracing your soul's path, following your bliss, and really awakening to the beauty of your own path. Everybody is very individualistic and has their own path to follow. And when you step into your own path in this way, you become that guiding light for others. So let's shift into the Divine Masculine energy for today, and remember that you're both polarities. Both sides of the reading apply to you. We have the Prince of Wands reversed. We have the Ten of Cups, Prince of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So this is a movement towards your happiness and your fulfillment. This is a brand new start of perhaps a relationship or even your divine union. And this is where you really begin to just come with maybe an offer even to your beloved. I don't often say the word beloved, so I'm actually a little surprised, but this is the energy of this reading. It's very, I want to I want to say like moonish, the essence of the moon um, is very feminine, it's very soft, right? And it is that like, that is the emotion of unconditional love. So you may be making love offers as well as even just thinking like, what do I have to offer? This is what I want. For some of you, there's a little bit of an understanding breaking through that you might want something more long term rather than something more superficial. And also, you might be holding back still, not really opening your heart fully, but really moving more into this energy and into this acceptance of having love. And for some of you that are not focused on love exactly, this is really caring for yourself in a new way. This is opening up to just your heart center in general, opening up and allowing things to flow, allowing yourself to be led by your emotions more and what feels good. And this, I'm having a sensation of, it's been a little bit like stop and go. And this has to do with things loosening up and also I'm seeing like ice melting. So if you had any emotional stagnation or frozen emotions, this is, your emotions are beginning to flow and your heart is awakening. And this is very positive energy, and maybe you're asking yourself exactly where you want to take this energy as well. So this could be even just thinking about, you know, long-term scenarios and what you truly want in the end versus what do I want right now. Let's get a few more cards. Divine Masculine, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles, reversed. So for some of you, this new opening in your heart center has maybe come about because you had to really defend something that you felt passionate for. And for some of you, you've received maybe what seems like a lack of cooperation. So this energy of like really having to carve something out for yourself and stand on your own 2 feet and stand for what you want has also begun to maybe give you that realization of what's important for you. And also I'm seeing that for some of you, there were choices that you had, and you may have just decided to put down those choices and take the third path. Divine Feminine, you have the Judgment card, and you have the Fool again. So again, that energy of the Fool is coming in because maybe you have had some awakenings, and maybe you've also kind of looked over things that were serving you and things that were not assisting your growth and let some things go as well. Let's get a few guidance cards for today. Divine Masculine, you have Inner Goddess, and this is really connecting with that feminine side of yourself, nurturing and caring either for yourself or for others. This is appreciating yourself. And when you're in this energy, it is very soft, it's flowing, and it has that protective quality within it because it is the energy of unconditioned love. And for some of you, this might be some of the first times that you've experienced this type of love. Many of us don't get that experience until we start walking our twin flame journey. So for those of you who are new to these types of readings and to this channel, I would definitely suggest again looking at the description box and starting your inner work on the Twinflame Union package and also the Master package. These are really going to assist your growth and help you also to understand the contract of the twin flames. Twin flames carry the highest vibration of unconditioned love, the highest love frequency on the planet, and this is why it's important to do this inner work and release things that are not that highest frequency. So this is a period of peace and contentment, and as you really give to yourself, honor yourself, give that love and attention and care to yourself, this is you filling your cup. This is you maybe caring for yourself in a new way also, where you're seeing how certain behaviors perhaps have been a little bit detrimental to your progress. And so maybe you're even putting some of those things down. And maybe also this is that energy of not wanting that conflict anymore. So coming out of conflict, whether it's with others or within yourself, will serve your growth. When we do the inner work on ourselves, we see that outer reflection in our world diminish. We begin attracting new experiences that are more aligned with who we are and our free will choices. The heart of the reading, we have Sorceress, and this is the energy of the moon. Perhaps the full moon was uplifting for you. This is activation at your crown chakra. This is also activation of your light body. Perhaps you're kind of accelerating in your ascension path right now. So I'm also sensing that this energy of the heart chakra is becoming more alive and awakened. It seems to be a theme throughout the cards. And this is true love. This is your twin flame. It's confirmation of that. This card reminds you that the choice is yours. And this is not just choice about what you want short-term, long-term, making goals, choices, planning, all those things. It's really living moment to moment, choosing the vibration that you want, choosing love over fear, and choosing how to direct your energy. For some of you, you might be interested in the Empath Foundation course that I created that's in the description box. It's followed by keys to your energetic integrity, and this really keys you into knowing how to work with your energy field. This will also teach you about all the subtle vibrations and how to really manifest what you want as well. For many of you, I'm seeing that you've really come the distance and you've covered a lot of terrain. Some of this was not easy, like landscape, for lack of a better term, to cover. But this is often what our shadow work is all about. Going into those deep, dark places where we have unresolved fear, uplifting them, feeling those emotions again and releasing them. Not always easy, but very important. This is going to lead you into creating the life that you desire. So this card is a reminder that you are the magician, and it's time to set your intent. And when you pour your light and your energy towards your intent, this is what's going to really create that that magic and that, I'm hearing potion as well. So maybe some of you are actually creating rituals. But this is what's really going to fuel your desires and magnetize yourself as well to creating the life that you want and attracting what you want. Divine Feminine, you have the arts. This is all about expressing yourself right now, especially if you feel like you might be having a little bit of resistance to this new chapter. This is calling you to, pull out your musical instruments. Some of you might be working on recording. This is expression in all its forms. Some of you could be painting. But this is allowing, I'm seeing the moon in this card again also. So I feel like this blue moon that we just experienced was very heightening for many. And maybe some of you are getting this new inspiration along with these tower moments. But this is you kind of tuning yourself as well to the frequency of your desire. So many of you might also be like listening to solfeggios and different types of like unconscious work could be coming up for you. But this is a time of really reflecting and expressing yourself through whatever passion is exciting for you. Some of you could be working with your hands and creating with your hands. Others, you might be more auditory or visual. It doesn't really matter the format. What matters is that you are doing whatever your soul needs and taking that necessary time and putting your energy into whatever your soul is craving. Because when you follow your soul's path, again, this is moment to moment to moment, and choosing your bliss, you are in the flow of your own life. You are in the creation of your own life. You are in your soul's destiny, and this is what will link you up and sync you up with all of your desired outcomes.